I'm excited because today I'm going to be unboxing and comparing two wireless guitar devices from a company called JOYO. This company sent me not one, but two wireless guitar devices to test out and review for you fine folks, and I'm looking forward to doing that. I recently did a review of some wireless units, and I do like the devices very much. But many of you out there in the community have been reaching out to me asking me to suggest a less expensive alternative. And well, I don't know if the people at JOYO were spying on us, but it seemed like out of the blue they came and sent me an email asking me if I would like to test some of their units. And their units are significantly less expensive. Now, I will admit I'm new to both of these units that they sent me. One of which is the JW-02S, as far as I know. We'll see if that's what's in this box. Which is a 5.8 gigahertz wireless guitar unit. And 5.8 gigahertz as opposed to 2.4 gigahertz is more gigahertz. No, but it supposedly has better transmission, less interference. It's just, you know, it's superior to the 2.4. And the JW-06 also is 5.8 gigahertz, but it comes with a charging station, which should be able to get you up to like 15 hours, like without having to plug back in. You can charge it in this little room charging pack that it comes with. The JW-2, I believe, gives you 5 hours, which is pretty much standard on these devices. And the JW-2 comes in at around $53 on Amazon, and the JW-06 is something like $67 on Amazon. I'll be putting some affiliate links down in the description if it's something you feel you might want to purchase at the end of this whole unboxing and testing. We'll see what we think about it. So I have my little trusty pocket knife here. We're going to unbox it, take a look at it. Then I'll go over some of the setup, you know, charging it, what it comes in the box. And I'll test it around the house a little bit. And then ultimately take them out to some gigs out there in the field, which is what really matters. And see how they behave. Okay, well, as promised, here we have the JW-02S. Let's show that up to the top camera and to the front camera. And then we have right next to it in the box, we have the 06. And this is the one, as you see on the box, that comes with a little charging thingy. That's the official name of it. All right, let's open the box. Let's see what we got here. Little packaging. How to switch channels. We'll go over all of that in a bit. Let's put this aside. Let's stick to the unboxing for now. This one has a little guitar logo on it. That's the one that will go into your instrument, and this would be the receiver. Okay. Show them to the top camera. Looks like, ooh. Now this I like. This has USB-C as opposed to the micro USB. I like that. USB-C charges faster to my knowledge, but it's just more robust. Those little micro USBs are kind of outdated. These feel nice. They feel pretty robust. They feel heavy in the hand. I'm here seeing that this little JOYO thing is a button, which I'm assuming will switch channels. We've got some lights here on the side, again, which I'm assuming will show us charging indication, and so far so good. And it comes with this, what I always call a Y cable, which will be how we charge them both. More cables. Oh! We have a lot of cables just so that we can go out and be wireless. Think about that. I want you to think about that for a minute. It's deep. Yeah. Nice. USB-C. Oh yeah. All right. So I'm going to put these aside for now, and then we're going to go charge them up. We'll see if they came out of the factory charge. I don't think there's anything else under here. There isn't. Toss this box aside. Let's open this one I'm excited about. I'm excited about both of them, but thank you, JOYO, for sending this to me. I really do appreciate it. So the JW-06, 5.8 gigahertz, up to 5 hours playing time per charge, more than 100 feet range indoors, 6 milliseconds latency, same thing. 4 channels, same idea. You could switch between channels. Let's say you're getting interference. They let you, switch to different channels, different frequencies, like your walkie-talkies. When I was a kid, we had walkie-talkies. Many of you probably don't remember that. When we open this up, again, we have a, so this apparently we're going to charge the charging pack, and then the charging pack can charge the units. Let's take this out. Ooh, I like this. This is smaller than I expected, and that's a good thing. Ooh, it's got a nice weight to it. This is cool. I love toys. Don't you love toys? Oh, wow. So you just stick this right in the... They come in and they plug in and out, and it will charge like that? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me, JOYO? JOYO. Oh, boyo. It's like the Goya commercial. And we have little USB-C charging on the side. Neato. Get out of here, box. You're messing up my shot. Clean shots. We want clean shots. But this is just a regular, USB, it's USB, standard USB to USB-C. And I'm assuming, I'll go over the details, that you go over and you charge this thing up, which will keep these charged, and then this will hold the charge. You can recharge these when you're out and about. That's my understanding of it. I will plug these in, and we will, oh look, I just hit the button and it's lit up, which leads me to believe that this thing came out of the factory charged, and maybe when they're done charging, they'll not be red anymore. And then perhaps this logo is telling me how charged the charging station is. We'll do our research here, but that's the unboxing. First impressions, it's pretty nice. I mean, they feel like quality. This has a nice weight to it. Put this down here. JOYO JW-06 and the JW-02S side by side right here on the table. All right, clickety clack. There you have it. Let's charge them up and see what we got. All right, so I had a chance to play with these two devices, to read up on these two devices. Okay, let's get down to charging. We're with the JW-02S first, okay? I'm talking about these two first. First of all, okay, they came factory charged pretty much, okay? So when you plug them in to charge, you have this indicator light here on the side, okay? Look at it on both of them. And when it's red, which it is now, it means that it is charging. So there must be some room left in here for this to receive a little bit more of a charge. And when it's fully charged, that red light will go off. Okay? Press the JOYO button and hold. The unit comes on, and this side light will indicate to you just how much charge you have left. So right now, we're pretty much at fully charged, and that green light will start to deplete and let you know when you need to recharge. Okay? Turn the other one on, press and hold. Now here's what I really like about this. They automatically will sync. As you can see, they're both lit up the same color. They are synced. If you are getting any sort of interference or any sort of thing where it's not working right, you want to switch channels. You have 4 channels to choose from. All you have to do on the receiver, on the transmitter end, which is the one that's going to be on your guitar, which is the one that's going to be near you, press the button. Boom. They both turn red. They're on the red channel. Press the button. They both turn green. They're on the green channel. Press the button. They're on the blue channel. Press the button. They're on the white channel. Wow. In some units, you gotta click it and see how many times the light blinks. That tells you what channel you're on, and you've got to do that on both of the devices, which isn't a really big deal, except I can tell you from experience, when you are at a gig and you have any interference, that being said, I haven't had any trouble with interference. And when you have to line up at a gig while you're playing and change channels, I can't go to the receiver side too and start double clicking around and pairing them up. Whereas, so if I'm at a gig with this one, all I have to do is hit the button on the one I'm on and it changes both of the channels over. I don't have to run over to the amp and click the other one. That is cool. We're assuming it works properly and we'll test it. I haven't used it yet, but that feature I like a lot. One other thing to notice is that they will be automatically synced up. Okay, if for some reason they're not, because something goes on, you've got to resync the two devices, you just double click both of them. Double click, double click. They blink and they do whatever they got to do and they will realign themselves. All right, so you just double click. Now this thing is like, hey, where's my buddy? Double click them both. And they will, boom, they'll set themselves up. Supposedly we'll get 5 hours of playtime out of these. I don't know how long they'll take to charge fully. I'm assuming it'll be pretty quick because it's USB-C, and that usually charges fast. Okay, turn them off. You just press and hold, and they're off. Okay? Now let's get to the JW-06, which is even cooler. It's cooler than what I thought. Okay. This is the charging station, right? So this is a battery pack and a power device in and of itself. Press that button. It's telling me it's fully charged, which it came fully charged from the factory. 3 blue lights, fully charged. Those lights will go down as it depletes. Now, if you notice on one side, this says input. This side, output. Here's what I didn't know. The input side is what you use to charge it up. So I plug it into the input and it is charging, right? Now I'm assuming this probably has a little more room to charge as well because it's blinking. So it's fully charged but probably not completely topped off. And I'll leave it plugged in from here on out. But what's really cool is this side is the output side. This can power other devices when you're out and about. It's a battery pack. So I could literally use this to power my iPhone or to even charge my JW-02s. I can charge my other wireless devices from the battery pack of this device while I'm out and about. Oh my God. Okay. Point number 1. So this is plugged into the charger. It's charging. Cool. Like if I wanted to use this as a charging device when I'm out and about, this button just turns it on and off, right? I literally would plug something in to the USB-C output and turn this on, and it's powering whatever device / charging whatever device is plugged into it. That is cool. Now let's get to the wireless devices that come with this JW-06. These are the ones that come with this. When I plug them in to here, they turn red. That means they are charging from this device. Okay? If they're fully charged, the red light will turn off. Okay? Pretty straightforward. So they're not fully charged, but they did come with some charge. Now, usability. How do we use these? Well, we unplug them, obviously. All right. The one with the little guitar logo on it is the one that goes on our guitar. So we press and hold. They turn on. They are synced up with each other. If they were to be losing a charge while we're playing live, they will blink red. That's according to the literature. I haven't experienced it yet. I probably never will, because with a 5-hour charging with 5 hours of power, that's more than enough. And in between sets, I usually turn my devices off in between sets. So if I'm doing a 45-minute set, 3 45-minute sets, I'm not going to get anywhere near the 5 hours. But with these, you could just drop them in between sets. You could drop them in the charger if you take this with you, and they'll charge up in between sets. They'll top off. Really, really cool. And again, what I like about this device is to switch channels. On the transmitter side, the side that's going to be on your guitar, you press the button once, and you notice the light blinked twice. That means it's now on channel 2. Press the button again, it blinked 3 times. It moved over to channel 3. It's changing channels, and this thing's automatically talking to it. Press it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. It moved to channel 4. Now they're both on channel 4. So it doesn't, the light color doesn't change to indicate the channel. It just flashes and changes channels. And again, I don't have to go to the receiver end and sync them up. That is really cool. I could see myself liking that a lot. Hopefully they won't get interference. But, we live in a world of a lot of Wi-Fi devices. I play near the airport a lot. And, that will give you interference. And so I'm excited to see how these actually work. I have reason to believe they'll work just fine, but we're going to test them out. And like the other devices, if for some reason they're not paired up, you double click, and they're blinking their way through whatever and figuring out they're talking to each other, and boom, here they are. They're both solid again. They are talking to each other. I'm going to plug these things into an amp here at home, and we'll test them out. I'm not going to do the cabled versus no cable test. In my experience, for the real world use, I'm not concerned with any slight deviance in sound, because they sound so close that in a live situation it's not going to matter, and that's what these are made for. If I was in a recording studio recording guitar parts, I would use a cable anyway. So I'm not going to bother with the minutia of testing the actual audio fidelity, cabled versus not cabled, because it's going to be so close, it doesn't matter. I'm curious, do they keep connection with each other? Do they not get any interference? And are they rugged? And am I going to have battery life? For a gigging musician, which is me and most of my subscribers, the people watching this, that's what's most important to us. All right, let's plug this into an amp and check it out. So here I am in my living room with, we'll start out with the JW-02s, right? Real simple here. We'll just press and hold to power on, both of them. Press and hold. They are both powered on. This one's going to go on the guitar. We've got our little side lights here letting us know that we are in fact fully charged. Everything's green, right? We're on the blue channel. If I were to switch this, it's just going to switch channels on me. Press that button. We're on the red channel. Press that button. We're on the green channel, etc. Alright, so I also have my trusty Fender Princeton, a little Princeton reverb that I love. So we throw this on the old Strat. Mind you, this pivots. See how this moves up and down? So if it's getting in your way with the volume controls, you can just kind of move it out of the way. And we're going to put the receiver end in my amp. And what do you know? Sounds like a guitar. Oh my god. Obviously I'm standing right in front of the amp right now, right? So one thing I will say, and this holds true for this device, I did walk away with it earlier, and all of these advertisers advertise, let's say 100 feet or whatever it is. In reality, I have found after about 25 feet, it's starting to break up. So I had walked into the other room and I literally measured it with a tape measure. Between 25 and 30 feet, the amp starts breaking up. So in all reality, if you're playing, you know, MetLife Stadium and you have to run 100 feet to the other end of the stage, this is not the device for you. But this is not supposed to be that kind of device, right? So any, you know, regular, ordinary gig, you're probably no more than 6 feet to maybe 10 feet in front of your amp. You will have absolutely no problem. But 25, 30 feet maximum. I wouldn't be comfortable even if I knew I was going to be stationed at a set 25 feet from my amp. There's no way that I would be comfortable using that. But that being said, that doesn't apply to me. So little reverb on there. Not really much to mention here. I could change channels on the fly. So we're on the green channel. Boom, I'm on the blue channel. I don't know if you could see it back here. This switched over to blue as well. So I can switch channels without having to go back to the amp and do anything on the controller. Just on the guitar transmitter side, I could change channels. Sounds like a guitar to me. Alright, let's now go to our little charging dock here, where my JW-06s have been patiently waiting. There's not much going on here in terms of lights, because they're all charged up, okay? But if they weren't charged up, you'd see that this light would be on blue, and these two would be charging up. These would be lit up red, but they're fully charged, so nothing's going on here. Bear in mind that I can also use this output jack here to power up some other external device. This thing is totally powered on right now. So I am going to shut the JW2 by pressing and holding the button. Alright, this way I can unplug without popping the amp. Do the same thing on the amp, press and hold. Got a little bit of a click there. Okay, put these aside. Take out the JW-06. Now, this is the one that goes on the guitar. Bear in mind, this does not pivot. So this jack is stuck in one place, which you might think, at first I was like, uh-oh, I'm a Strat player. But the way it's, you know, it might get in the way of the controls, because on the other one I have to fold it out of the way. But not so on this one. Again, press and hold to turn on. Same thing, press and hold to turn on. Not the case with this one, because the way it's designed, it lays down flat this way. So it is not in the way of your guitar. It's not in the way of the controls at all, which is really, really nice. This thing is really small too. I love it. Now with this one, if you want to change channels, again, all you have to do is press the button once, but it won't change color to indicate what channel it's on. It's going to blink. I don't know if you can see that. So if I press it, 1, 2, it's on channel, I think it blinked twice. It'll blink red to tell you what channel it's on. 1, however many times that blinks, that's what channel that you are on, and it's going to automatically switch the other one, right? Now you might think to yourself, well, who cares if I'm on channel 1 or 2 or 4? What's the difference? Well, it would matter if you had another guitar player, right? You'd want to know if you're interfering. Well, I'm on channel 2, you know, go on to channel 3. This way we don't, you know, have any, we're not interfering with each other, and we're not coming through each other's amps. So for me as a solo acoustic guy, even though I'm sitting here holding a Strat, I love that I could just pop this back into its charging case. Let's see if I used up any of the charging. Let's see what happens when I plug it in. Ah, see how that turns blue? Okay. But I really didn't use probably any juice on it, so it's not going to be much to see. Plug them both in. Yeah, not much going on here because I played for a matter of 10 seconds. The next step is going to be, over this weekend, I've got some live gigs. I'm going to take these both out and we're going to test them live. And if they do what I think they're going to do, which is absolutely nothing, just work, then I think I got myself a really, really great device here. So the next step is to test these out at a live gig. And I'm just going to mess around with these a little bit more. And I'll catch back up with you later. Here we are, we're set up at a gig. We're taking out these devices, these JOYO wireless devices. We're going to test them out. I've got enough wireless firepower in this bag to open up my own cell tower and provide service to the masses. So I think what I'm going to start with today, I'm going to start with the JW-06. This is the one that has its own little charging pack. I didn't bring the charging pack today because I'm not going to need it. I have gigs all weekend. So I'm thinking tonight we're going to use the JW-06, and tomorrow night we're going to use the JW-02. We are powering up these bad boys as I speak. Boom. How about that? This one goes in the guitar, and this one's going below deck in my loop pedal. 1, 2, yeah. Early one morning, the sun was shining. I was laying in bed, wondering if she'd change it all if her hair was still red. But her folks, they set out alive together. Sure, we're gonna be rough. They really did like mama's homemade dress. Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. But I was standing on the side of the road, the rain falling on my shoe. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Ooh, yeah. Got the JOYO working like a charm. I believe the king of color, all the colors, the bleeding to very good. Yes, I'm still running. So the story is, on today's gig, we're testing the JOYO JW-02. And spoiler alert, I played with them last night and they were absolutely awesome. They complement the JW-06 just perfectly. But I'm going to put them to use today at yet another gig and get back to you with my final verdict. Do we have a less expensive alternative than some of the other wireless units that are out there on the market for guitar? All right. Busting flat in Baton Rouge, headed for a train, feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed the diesel down just before it rained, took us all the way to New Orleans. Driving this thing. JW-06 and the JW-02. You could buy both of them for probably the same price as one of some of the other competitors' units. Pretty good deal. Working flawlessly. There you have it. The JOYO JW-02 and the JW-06 both performed really, really well. I'm going to drop my JW-06s back in here to recharge. What do you think of that? And you know, while I'm at it, I'm going to hook up my cell phone as well. How do you like that? All from one little handy charging pack. If I had anything to critique, it really would be simple. I would love a carrying case. If it came with some sort of carrying case, because what I do is I just use this Shure microphone bag to throw everything in my case and bring with me. If you're making devices for gigging musicians, I would like a little case to put it in. That goes for a lot of these manufacturers who make this. So, if JOYO, if you're listening, make us a little carrying case so we can conveniently take these awesome products with us to our gigs. If you're in the market for a wireless unit and you're looking for something that's not quite as expensive as some of the other units, these JOYO devices might in fact be a good solution for you. I left some links down in the description for you to check out, and I thank you for watching, my fellow troubadours. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.